I would like to go with the why doesn't media cover war in other places?
Media bias. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that? So that came from we were talking about how they're talking about the war in Ukraine, but they're
Right.
not talking about other war zones, right? Is that where that came from?
Right, like because there's conflicts going over. Like there's a civil war in Ethiopia.
Mm,
You don't never hear about that.
true.
There's a war. There's a conflict over in Nigeria. We
Mm,
never hear about that.
right.
Uh,
Right.
what's the other one? Boca, not Boca Raton. That's Florida.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Your geography a little jacked up.
yeah. I'm trying. I'm about to say
You're like,
Boca
yeah,
Raton out this joint.
like yeah, there's a war in Fort Lauderdale. You know.
No, Boko Haram.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
see, you know
so
what I mean?
yeah. So
Huh?
what are your thoughts then? Why do you think that is, man? I mean,
Well, what do those countries? How are those countries different from the
what's happening?
country that you see on the news all the time?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, well, there was brown folk, black and brown folk,
Black and brown folk.
black and
I
brown
mean,
folk.
they don't care. They don't care if we killing each other or if they don't care if like our country's dark or brown, black or brown
Right.
countries go to war. Like some of them places, man, you got like 500,000 people dead.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You know,
that's that's bad.
they don't even report that though. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's because, and I'm gonna tell you why they don't report it. And it's more to it than just regular racism or prejudice or whatever. You know, these media companies are owned by the billionaire class,
Hmm.
right? Just
Okay.
like your man Elon Musk just bought Twitter. Same
Right.
type of deal, right?
Right.
All of these media outlets are owned by other subsidiaries, which are owned by other corporations, which are then owned by the ruling majority.
Right.
The majority shareholders.
So why?
So
So with,
so
okay.
so the thing is, they control the narrative
Mm,
of everything that they control the narrative of everything that you see and hear. That unless you take the time to explore other avenues and
right.
explore other
Other outlet.
information,
Right. Right.
right?
Well then, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't if their job is to report the news? Why wouldn't they report that news as well then? I mean, how does it help Elon Musk to report what's happening in Ukraine and not what's happening in on the continent of Africa? What do you
Because
thought?
they don't want the average American knowing what's going on over in Africa. Because if they were to let people know what was going over in Africa all these years, like
Mhm.
that shit over in Africa didn't just start last year or this year. That shit been going on for years. And here's another thing. These same people that own these media corporations are the same people that own the diamond mines,
Mm,
the cobalt mines,
mhm,
the what else is over there?
mhm.
The
Gold.
cocoa, the gold.
Right.
So we talking about the same people. So the same way they can put messages out there about this, this, that, and the third is the same way they can withhold information about this, that, and the third. You get
Mm,
what I'm saying?
right. Right.
So they
So
don't
now,
want to cause an uproar about people being murdered and mistreated in Africa. They
mm,
don't want you to know that.
mm.
They don't want no. They don't want too much relief of going over there. You know what
Now,
I'm
now,
saying?
now, the other side of that, though, Knight, and I agree with you. You know, if you cover the news, if it's newsworthy, cover it. You know, so I let me first put that out there. But the other side of that is that um, when you think about the other side of that would be they report items that are going to affect you. So the war in Africa have been going on for a long time. I mean, we know that. You know, there have been wars. There have been wars on that continent going on for a while. Unfortunately, though, and I'll say unfortunate because I wish this was not the case. unfortunately, we don't have a lot of trade or commerce with a lot of those countries. So unfortunately, a lot of things that happen over there don't affect us. They don't affect our gas prices. They don't affect the price of our goods and things like that. So, you
That's
know,
not true.
say it again, Knight.
That's not true.
You well, it yo looks like he got knocked off again. Terry, I don't know if you realize it or not, but you just got knocked off again. Now, somebody just put a comment up here. Let me see. Our mission is to help our beautiful third world poverty, our beautiful third world poverty countries. Our mission. See, I don't know what they mean by that. All right, Terry's back. Terry's back up. Night. Can you hear me? Yo, like it looks like he's getting his audio together. I wish this person
Hello?
would,
Can you
yeah,
hear me, Black?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
I was just reading this statement
Hey,
that
Miss
this person
Stevens.
said. Was that
Sorry,
Miss
we're
Stevens?
having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight. Got a bad, I'm sitting here in the middle of a bad thunderstorm, and we've getting intermittent power outages.
Right,
So please just bear with us. I'll
right.
be editing up this video so that it won't look like trash.
Yeah,
By
so it's okay.
by the
But now,
time
would you say what?
I said that I will be editing this video so it don't look like trash when I post it.
Oh, okay. Now, what was the last thing you were saying, Nike? Go ahead.
Oh, you said that it doesn't affect the American economy, and that's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay, okay. Explain it. Well, this is what I mean by that. Let me say this, and then you explain what part you disagree with.
Okay.
I mentioned that there have been wars going on in the continent of Africa for a long time. Our
Right.
gas prices and things like that just started going up as a result of what's happening in Ukraine because we get countries get oil and things like that. Russia is one of the largest suppliers of oil. So that's why the gas prices have recently started inching up. So what part did you disagree with when you said that?
You no, you had said it doesn't. You had said that wars in Africa don't affect our economy. That's what I disagree with, because
Okay,
that's not
okay.
true.
So what are your thoughts on that then?
What you mean? I,
I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, I started off by saying that I think that the other side. Now, first, like I said, like I agree with you. They should
right,
cover those wars because if people are being killed,
right,
that's newsworthy. Anyone,
yeah.
anywhere, it's newsworthy. But what I'm trying to do is when we talk about what folks will say, one of the reasons why those things aren't reported at the same level or at all is because our gas prices and our economy is directly tied to what happens in Europe. Uh, um,
But
okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Europe, among other companies, we get a lot of we export a lot of goods from Africa.
Mm,
If we didn't get, what is it, not nickel, I think, yeah, nickel, cobalt, all that shit, we wouldn't have laptops, we wouldn't have
mm,
computer chips. That's
mhm.
why China is trying to take over that. they
Right.
want they want all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah, okay, too.
the thing is in my opinion, the reason that these the billionaire class don't allow a lot of those reports about these African nations on their networks is because they're the same ones who are robbing and pillaging over there.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, they go over there and take their land and make deals with corrupt leaders over there in Africa. And then the next thing you know, they own all the gold, they own all the diamonds, they own all the cobalt, they own all the the cocoa.
right,
There's a lot of imported stuff that we get, even agricultural stuff, like
right.
even some vegetables,
Mm,
yams, and there's a bunch of
mhm.
shit that we
Yeah,
get from Africa, and these people are dying at a faster rate than
yeah,
the people over
yeah,
in Ukraine.
yeah.
It's
I
even
agree with that
these
though.
African people over there who are starving. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Well,
they
but you know
always
what though,
talking
Knight,
about the humanitarian side
I'll
of it.
say this though, Knight. I think a lot of it, and I'll just be direct with it. I think a lot of it is racism because they don't view those lives as being important. You don't get the sympathy from black and brown babies dead in the street in Africa as you would in Europe, by the
Right.
masses.
And there's just
So
as many refugees in Africa,
correct,
in
correct.
Ethiopia, Namibia, uh, just all those places over there, man. Like where they're in turmoil. A lot of them
Yeah,
people don't have
yeah.
nowhere to live, nothing to eat.
Right. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that though. And again,